When was the first time you truly understood the concept of privilege? Around age 15, I realized that I was privileged in one particular way compared to many of my friends. When I was 8, my best friend, the kid next door, moved away when his parents got divorced. I learned later that the mom left in the middle of the night, taking the kids with her, because the father was abusive and a heavy drinker. When I was 11, I'd sometimes ride my bike to another friend's house a few blocks away. But I always had to call ahead of time, to make sure his father wasn't in a bad mood. I didn't understand it at the time, but that was my friend's way of describing when his dad was drunk. A few years later, the mom finally left the dad. 20 years and a lot of drugs later, that old friend of mine finally died of an overdose, but that's a different story. When I was 13, I'd often go to a different friend's house after school. He happened to live near the school, so a group of other boys and I just hung out there a lot after school. We liked it there because there was never any supervision. He was being raised by a single mom who worked a lot and didn't pay much attention to what her son and his friends did at her house. He came over to my house a few times, too, and my parents noticed that things started missing every time he came over, so they told me to quit hanging out with him. Years later,